Look. Look, he'll get muddy kicking this. He's on. Oh, you're on! This is a game, you have to be on it. Everyone clear? Like, we need high energy levels.
And you put yourselves in a great position to fight for something towards the end of the season, boys.
So guess what, girls? You're going to listen to me because I haven't made it up. I know what's good for us. Play from the back.
We are Chesham! We are Chesham! Mighty Chesham!
This is All In Chesham United.
Halfway, quad stretch, little C.
Here we are at the Meadow again. The worst of the weather has left us alone, and it's now February. A flurry of away fixtures with positive outcomes mean that the men's team are poised and ready to host playoff contenders Ebbsfleet United. We find ourselves in 8th, and we find themselves in 4th, having not left the top 7 for most of the season. When we faced them at their place, we were defeated, but despite our irregular fixtures, our recent form has got Lockie and I purring, sort of, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. We've not lost in 6 games, drawing just once. Striker Mitch Weiss has scored 4 goals in 4 games, and the loan signing of Coventry's Kai Yearn a couple of weeks ago is creating healthy competition amongst our attacking midfielders.
It's all starting to feel worryingly exciting with the end of the season in sight, if you have the sort of eyes that can see into April or hopefully May.
Boys, quickly, listen, lift your heads really quickly. Okay, couple of games to learn from. When we go to their place, remember, for 25 minutes, we got battered. We're all at sea. With all due respect, we're not playing in Salisbury and Eastbourne, where we're under par for parts of the game. This is a game, you have to be on it. Everyone clear? Like, we need high energy levels. With the shape we're playing, middle of the park, with you, Sammy, Lenchi, Kai, Mitch, Gio, you've got to give us legs. You have to give us energy levels in this game. And last one, a little bit of detail I left out. They scored the most goals from kind of edge of box from shots because they play with 2 10s. Lenchi, Sammy, Gio, side centre half, Connor Cal. You've got to put pressure on the ball, edge of box. It's not that half-hearted where you've got to put pressure on the ball. If you think he's shooting, you need to get to the ball and make sure you turn the ball over that way. Yes? Home win. Let's go. Come on.
This match is a real barometer of whether we do have a team that can do the unthinkable and make the playoffs.
Whoa, hang on. Why are we wearing our yellow away kit?
It's a good question. Luckily, I know just the man that can help us out.
Earlier in the week, we were aware that there might be a problem because the referee had contacted us to say that he thought our kit, home kit, and both of their kits potentially clashed. So he had asked Ebbsfleet to bring both their kits. And we were looking at both their kits and ours together, and you could see there were clashes. I did think, because did appear to be quite a clash, that an option would be for us to wear our away kit. So when JD turned up, I sort of ran it past him, and he didn't have a problem with that, if need be. One of the things that referees have to take in is the potential of players being colourblind. And so what might not be a clash to you and I, it potentially could be to some players.
Well, thank you, Peter. You learn something new nearly every day, probably every other day. And we're off. It's a fast start for our visitors, who work an early chant that flies over the bar.
Josh. Head it.
They go close again just moments later, but end up with a finish inside the box that only a defender could be truly proud of. Our turn for a chance now, and Josh's long throw lands to Callum, who swivels and strikes the ball wide. It's Callum again here, but his header doesn't worry Ryan Sanford in the Ebbsfleet goal.
Referee! Foul man! Too easy, chaps! Way too easy now. Runner, here, back to Connor! Back to Connor!
The visitors go ahead through Charlie Seaman, the right back, with an outrageous strike from outside of the box. It's some smart passing that creates the chance, and they take it. And the real kick in the teeth is that this is exactly what JD warned us about.
A little bit of detail left out. They scored the most goals from kind of edge of box from shots because they play with 2 10s. Lenchi, Sammy, Gio, side centre half, kind of count. You've got to put pressure on the ball, edge of box. Come on, Josh. Hey! Run!
It's not long until we get a shot of our own, but it's cleared off the line.
The foul! So how's you not giving a foul? Come on, well done. What you got, Josh? What you got? Come on, seconds to it!
Samson Isan receives the ball in the middle of the park, and JD demands he drives forward with it.
Come on!
But his shot sails over.
Come on, Cal!
Alex Lafleur comes forward, and the ball lands to Sammy, whose strike is turned away by the defender. And that's it for the first half.
It's definitely like you going out or Sammy you going out because they're like that in there.
You should come and go.
Exactly. And if he does come,
that third man run, that third man run beyond.
Nothing too straight, boys. Everything's diag. If you're going to play a long ball, make sure it goes out for a throw.
The momentum and the environment is really important. We're going downhill, downwind. Yeah, so there's big opportunities, but big pressure on them. So when the ball goes in there, Mitch is really important, Kai is really important, Sammy and Lench is really important. We're really aggressive and land on loads of second balls. Alex and Josh, you need to land on all your second balls as the ball going there to build us momentum. So there's 2 ways. We can build possession going that way, and other ways, when we clear it, it's just to go and land on everything. Mitch is doing a good job in competing with the 2 centre halves. As soon as Mitch goes up for that ball, Kai, Sammy, Lenchy, go. Josh, go. Alex, go. You land on everything, and that's another way to build momentum in the game.
It's time for the final 45 minutes. Can we turn it around?
Here, Cal, ball, Cal! Come on! This one!
The answer is yes. A thumping second-half performance sees us move into the elusive playoff spots, and striker Mitch made it
5-5. I don't know if it's happened before. It's been a bit. I've been a bit binary this season. 1-1, 0-0-0. A lot of zeros, but now a lot of ones. So yeah, it's different. It'd be nice to score more than one in a game, but I'm not going to complain as long as we're winning. He's given the keeper a hard back pass, and I'm going to chase it because that's what I do, and just nicked it off him and just to tap in. Sometimes you get easy goals, sometimes you get difficult goals, and today was luckily an easy one. I think what we do really well is like obviously training we will have a laugh, games have a laugh. When it comes to like 90 minutes or warm up and forward, like we're serious and we're on it. And then in the times when we haven't had games, like we are social as a team. Some teams in the league you might find like players aren't going out together, they aren't like staying after training to like have a drink or get some food, whereas we've got a group in there who are quite often after training on a Saturday, different midweek when everyone's got work, but like if we had training on a Saturday because games are off, like we're staying together, we're having a drink together, we're getting some food together. And same in the bar, like home and away, we're normally home we're always going to be, but away we're in the bar longer than a lot of home teams are, and it just shows that we're all good mates. There's no one that's not friends with anyone, there's no cliques, like everyone's together, which is really good, and that's what will help us keep it going. Well, hopefully playoffs, and we'll see after that. Obviously, like it's been a good run of form, and maybe eventually we will hit a rough patch, but I think there's no doubt in the change room and in my mind that we're about the playoffs, and I think going further is a bit far off where we are now and maybe how we started the season, but playoffs is definitely the goal now.
A fantastic performance from the men's team.
Yes, it was. Now time to check in with where the women's team is at.
We took this opportunity to catch up with defender Victoria Collett.
The second 45 minutes.
So the only way it can change is if everyone changes their personality. Is that
Character. It's about character, Vicky. It's character. It's not personality. I still want you to be Vicky, because as a centre back, I'm coming to you and saying, why the did you leave your runner? Why? I've got to deal with it now.
we didn't come away from the game very well, and the scoreline, we haven't had as bad as that since the season before. I think MK Dons was the game that we thought we were going to be able to make a difference, and it didn't go that way on the day. And I think it's hard, especially after a game with emotions. People feel a certain way, especially based on a scoreline that's ridiculously high that shouldn't be. A lot of girls were very upset. I think you can tell by people's reactions after the game, very silent that normally wouldn't be. It showed how many of us did care and do want to do well, and it just didn't go our way. For Manny himself, it's hard. He put so much time, he put so much effort into us all, and MK Dons especially was the switch that hopefully would push us forward, and it didn't work out like that. I think a lot of it is mindset with the girls. I think once you start a couple goals going in and you then aren't attacking very positively up the pitch, you start to think maybe, is there a chance we can even get back in the game? And I think then that's when it completely opens up. People get tired, people stop trying to defend for their life. They sort of just, oh, well, they've got past me, it's only another goal in, but it does make the difference, especially when at that time we were in a relegation battle. That's why maybe I spoke up, was so that I was able to have that conversation for not only the girls who are in the leadership, but for also the younger girls who maybe wouldn't want to ask the question, wouldn't feel confident enough to speak in front of the group, which is quite difficult and daunting at times. For me personally, I think the girls that have stayed, I have the utmost respect for, because it's so difficult each week to turn up when you know you're going to have a battle for 90 minutes. It's hard to turn up when you know that you're not maybe going to get the outcome that you deserve on the day. When I've decided to join Chesham, I wanted to finish the season. I've never ever left a club halfway through, because I chose that club at the start of the season. I'd like to finish it at the club as well. The girls are great. We've got a really good setup with everyone getting on, and I didn't realise that, and it was a big thing when I came to Chesham, was sort of having a group of girls that you spend, 3 times a week with. It makes a difference.
If I'm being really honest, and we have one tier 4 player. One tier 4 player, and that's Bebbs.
So when Lisa said what she said, I think it was to provoke a reaction towards to see what girls would react to after. Are you going to stand up and say, no, look, I do think I should be here? And I felt like it was to see, are girls going to go and then prove themselves? To me personally, it was a bit of a kick in the teeth. I believe that I've got this far and I've tried to play at this level. I commit a lot of my time and effort to all of it. And to hear that isn't the nicest thing. And I think for certain girls, it did actually hit a nerve and maybe wasn't taken the right way. I think some of them, it's an easy option. It's easier to get out now than wait to the end of the season and then have to find another club. If you can do it halfway through, then good on you. But I personally don't think it's the right thing. I think you should try and stick it out to the end. And for them, they felt like, okay, actually, then maybe you don't respect me or you don't believe me. Why should I stay here and play for you?
It's important to remember that our women's side, despite the nearly impossible task of staying in the division this year, have largely remained together, which is a real positive, as Vicky mentioned.
And togetherness and growing belief almost came when we saw them take the lead against Dulwich Hamlet and fall agonisingly to a late defeat.
They next faced Sudbury away, who, earlier in the season, stole a draw at the Meadow thanks to a much talked about penalty.
Not all of us could make it there. Even Captain Tasha Smith had to listen to it on the radio from home.
I personally was confident going into Sudbury, but this season we've had, I've been confident going into certain scenarios, and it hasn't always panned out.
So I was actually in the hit and miss in Penn Street, having lunch with my wife and a friend, and was just constantly on the AFC Sudbury socials following the result, because obviously I wasn't there, so nobody was updating Twitter, so I was all over Sudbury's socials.
How long? Is this going to be the try to win the FA Cup? I actually cannot.
And we got our first win of the season, and it was almost no surprise we won that game because of how well we had played against Dulwich. A repeat performance was always going to put us in a good position.
So when we beat Sudbury away, I felt as though it didn't feel like a win. We've had so many games where we've battled for 90 minutes and we've come so close. And we've actually fought and we've played really good football and we've worked for each other. We've won our 1v1s. But the win just didn't feel like deserved, if that's the right word, because we've had a lot better games where we've worked hard.
To be fair to Sudbury, they were putting us under a lot of pressure towards the end of the game. But players like Vicky, Anya were throwing their bodies in front of the ball. The referee was adding a lot of time. I think he added 6 extra minutes. Not sure where he found that from. So that extended the anxiety a little bit. But our girls, there was a real resilience. I've talked about a lack of resilience when we've lost goals and situations haven't quite gone our way. We've kind of collapsed as a group. Here against Sudbury, I saw everybody, even the bench, really fighting for the result.
Next time on All In Chesham United.
Because if I get in after the game and it's anywhere fucking dropped, that's not acceptable, boys. So you've got an opportunity here, just have your personal goals.
It was fun then. I think once they go to adult football, it's no longer fun.
They're struggling badly. They're struggling with forward runs and they're struggling when you're dribbling with the ball.
Thank you for watching this episode of All In Chesham United. Subscribe if you haven't already, and why not leave a comment if you fancy.